Which of these is the Which of these TV series? Which of these was launched in 2000? Which of these Australian? Which of these punctuation? What is the main flavor of the liquor? Which of these famous films was released? A netball match begins. What mythical creature? Which of these is not a species of birch tree? Which of these stage plays? Which of these is not the correct? Which of these artists was British? Which of these describes a sonorous voice? Which of these is the world's largest? The term lacuna. Distances in horse. Which of these films could be? Who is the only person? Which of these words describes a? Which of these would be? Which of these words best? Which of these TV shows began? The Netherlands Antilles are in what sea? Malia and Sasha. Which of these Mr. Men? Blue Tit and Warwickshire Drooper. Which of these numbers is? Which of these was a hit? In later life Queen Victoria. Chevrolet is a breed. River is an old-fashioned. Which continent is home to giraffes and zebras in the wild? In what activity are pitons and crampons used? A Harrington jacket traditionally has what sort of lining? What perfect imaginary land is the opposite of a dystopia? What is the name of the assassin in Killing Eve? What species of bear is Paddington Bear? What species of bear is? Which swimming stroke joined the Olympic program in 1950? What would a biblioclast destroy? When filling out a form, what do you do on the dotted line? The Roman Colosseum was built on the site of Nero's what? The Roman Colosseum was built on the site of. Orography is the study of what? What activity is most likely to take place at a hoedown? Who fell asleep for 20 years in the Catskill Mountain? The spice cinnamon comes from what part of the tree? What type of composition is Stravinsky's work Petrushka? People with what blood group can give blood to anybody? Where is the NBA team the Golden State Warriors based? On TV Dirk Benedict played which member of the A-team? What happens if someone bumfuzzles you? The Welland Ship Canal was built to bypass what waterfalls? Who did the US Navy defeat in the 1942 battle? Panasonic's Technics brand is best known for making what? Which film is regarded as the first summer blockbuster? How is a haggis traditionally cooked? Which note follows do re mi in a musical scale? A bustle is worn under what item of clothing? How many Shakespeare